What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. Now before we get started, if you guys want a free forex training, check out the link in my description. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so you're updated on all my future videos that are coming out. And also follow your boy on Instagram. Send me a DM if you need any help with trading and I'll help you to the best of my ability. Let's get into the video. Today the markets were an absolute wreck, and this is pretty much normal for a Monday. When it comes to trading Mondays, that's when the market is pretty much reopening back up. So there's going to be a lot of fluctuation, a lot of consolidation, a lot of just BS going on, and that's what happened today. As you guys can see on my screen right here, just going up, down, up, down, up, down. There is no overall move. It's really consolidating throughout this zone right here. I actually did take a position right here off this 5-minute candle. I did ride it up a little bit. I was in profit, and then I closed the position right when it retraced down here. Now my take profit was all the way up here at the 34,750 level, and the reason as to why I took profit early is because when I'm in a trade, I want to see a quick move. I don't want to be sitting in a trade for 30 minutes, an hour. I'm not trying to milk a trade for that long. With me, I like to see a very quick reaction, and that's how it should be. That's when you know you're on the right side of the market, when your trades are going into profit very, very quickly, whether you're setting buy and sell limits and it hits those zones and then moves away from it, or you're just going by market execution. And that's what I did today. So let me break down my exact setup and everything that I did take. The trade definitely probably would have taken or hit take profit if I was patient, but honestly guys, I'm not going to sit here and wait all day. I have other stuff to do. So this was the setup that I took. Let me put it in replay mode for you guys. Okay, so that's a candle that I entered on, the 6:50 a.m. candle, and I took a long. So I entered off a long position right here. My TP was all the way up here at this psychological level. Then I had my stop loss right below this wick right here. Okay, so I took that trade, saw substantial profit. I thought that it was just going to go hit my take profit on the next 5-minute candle, seeing how this previous 5-minute candle closed. And then it started to do some BS, kind of closed as a reversal candle. I should have saw that, but I didn't really see it. I honestly thought the market was going to keep going, and we were very close to our TP. We are only 470 pips off, which isn't bad. It's about halfway through to that zone. And also I did start trailing my stops as I was in this trade seeing profit. And then boom, it drops down, and I'm like, do you know what? I'm not feeling too good about this trade right now. I'm going to close my position. So that's when I close a position right there, because I saw this big drop right here. And another reason why I closed the trade early is because it's Monday. It wasn't showing a good reaction to the zones I was trading off of. And I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to deal with this today. This is very emotional. These are not the markets that I want to trade. So it's not like that I'm an impatient trader. I can be very impatient at times, but it wasn't of impatience today that allowed me to close a trade or made me close a trade. It was just simply knowing that, like, do you know what? It's Monday. The markets aren't going to be moving as much as they would on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday. So I'm going to just close the trade that I had. I'm going to move on tomorrow, and I'm going to come back to the markets with a more refreshed mindset, because these markets are very hard to keep your mind focused on when you're just going into these markets like this. It's very choppy. It's very emotional. It definitely does get to you. So with me, I said, you know what? These are not the markets that I want to trade. And that's where we are now in present time. You guys can see that this was a nice bullish candle that closed. It is over the mark where I want to enter trades in, because the quickest reactions in the market are happening from 6:30 to 7 a.m. That's when the biggest moves are happening. So when I'm trading, I want to be getting into a trade within like 6:35 to 6:45. Like, those are my key times when I want to be entering into a trade. And I am entering off the 5-minute chart. So the 5-minute chart is my baby. And then what I'll do is, once I find a position on the 5-minute chart, I will add positions to my trade. So then I'll go to the 1-minute chart and I'll add positions. So let's say I entered at 650. I entered like right here on this candle. We had a little retrace on the 1 minute. Then I could have caught another re-entry right here on this candle and rode it up. And that's where I was in profit. Then we had this retrace. I was like, do you know what? This is where I did close the trade. I was like, do you know what? Not trying to sit in these markets right now. They're very, very choppy. And it's just consolidating up and down, up and down, up and down. Overall, the trend is up. We are in an uptrend. We can notice that. But at this point in time, this is too long to see this small of a move. Like, the move should be happening on a much quicker basis, not so slowly. So that was the setup that I took today off the 5-minute chart. The minute 15 did kind of give us framework on what the market was going to do. We can see this candle from 630 to 645 was bullish, so I was expecting the next candle to be bullish, and as it was, it did go up as I wanted it to. And if we do go to the 1 hour time frame, we can see that we had from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. a bullish candle, or a bullish reversal candle right here. We had this spinning top, so that's really telling us, that was a really big tell sign as well, that we were going to see bullish momentum. So overall, that's what you guys should be doing, is before you go into a trade, you should be having a bias. Okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to go short or am I going to go long? And really stick to that bias, because if you're jumping from going short, then going long, then short, then long, it's just going to mess up your mind, and you're not going to be trading out of a standpoint where you are, it's more of a guessing standpoint, more of a, do you know what, this is my observation on the market, I know this is going to do this, let me stick to my bias. So don't get all emotional and jump from buys and sells and buys and sells. Stick to one bias. That's how you're overall going to see profits the quickest and the most effectively. So that was the trade that I took today. Like I said, guys, the markets were so choppy, so crappy. I do not like trading these markets like this. But hey, when we see a choppy day like this, it's only going to tell us that the next day is going to be even better for trading. So good luck to you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.